Hello students, let's try to complete the lesson today. I heard the wind last night, said John C. I thought it would have fallen. It will surely fall today. Then I will die. Do you remember how Sue felt when she saw the last leaf still there? She was very happy. But in the beginning, she was surprised and exclaimed with joy that the leaf had not fallen. Now, when John C. happens to see the leaf, the last leaf there still, she says, I thought that it must have fallen. Why? Because there was the heavy wind blowing. It was raining heavily, but it had not fallen. But she says that it will fall, and as it falls, she will die. You won't die, said Sue energetically. You have to live for your friends. What would happen to me if you die? So Sue tries to encourage her to have the will to live. She says that she will not die. She tells her to live at least for his friends. She says, what will happen to me if you die? John C. smiled weakly and closed her eyes. After every hour or so, she would look out of the window and find the leaf still there. It seemed to be clinging to the creeper. John C. was thinking that the last leaf would fall down. And that's why every now and then, every hour or so, she would look out of the window, but the leaf was still there. It seemed as if it was clinging to the creeper. In the evening, there was another storm, but the leaf did not fall. John C. lay for a long time looking at the leaf. Then she called out to Sue. It was raining heavily the previous day, and now again it is raining in the evening, but the leaf is still there. She lies down there for a long time looking at the leaf, but she finds the leaf clinging to the creeper. And so she calls out to Sue. She calls her and says, I have been a bad girl. You have looked after me so lovingly, and I have not cooperated with you. I have been depressed and gloomy. The last leaf has shown me how wicked I have been. I have realized that it is a sin to want to die. As the leaf was not falling down, in spite of the heavy rain and the strong storm, the violent wind, she realizes that she was mistaken. She says that she was a bad girl. She praises Sue, saying, you have looked after me very carefully, very nicely, but I have not cooperated with you. I have been depressed. I have been in low spirits and sad. The last leaf has shown me how wicked I have been. Now I realize that it is a sin to want to die. So I do not want to die. Sue hugged John C. Then she gave her lots of hot soup and a mirror. John C. combed her hair and smiled brightly. Naturally, now when John C. realizes that it is her mistake to want to die, Sue also becomes very happy. And so she hugs John C. She embraces her. She brings her lots of hot soup and even a mirror. In the afternoon, the doctor came. After examining his patient, he took Sue aside. John C. now has the will to live. I am confident She will recover soon. Now I must go downstairs and see Brahman. He is also suffering from pneumonia, but I am afraid there is no hope for him. The doctor came in the afternoon, as usual, to examine his patient, that is Johnsy. And now he has also realized that Johnsy has the will to live. And so he becomes very happy and tells Sue that she will recover soon. Now the way she is behaving is something different from what she used to say or how she used to behave. Having examined her, she tells Sue that he wants to go downstairs to see Brahman. He too is suffering from pneumonia. But he says, I am afraid there is no hope for him. It may so happen that he will die. The next morning, Sue came and sat on Johnsy's bed. Taking Johnsy's hand in hers, she said, I have something to tell you. Mr. Brahman died of pneumonia this morning. He was ill for only 2 days. The first day, the janitor found him on his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet and he was shivering. He had been out in that stormy night. The next morning, Sue tells Johnsy about something about Brahman. She says he too was suffering from pneumonia and he died this morning. He was ill only for 2 days. How does she come to know? It is the janitor who must have told her. What's the meaning of janitor? The janitor means a person who looks after a building. So he was the one who was looking after Brahman's room. And so he knows everything about Brahman. Then they found a ladder and a lantern still lighted lying near his bed. There were also some brushes and green and yellow paints on the floor near the ladder. Johnsy dear, said Sue, look out of the window. Look at that ivy leaf. Haven't you wondered why it doesn't flutter when the wind blows? That is Brahman's masterpiece. He painted it the night the last leaf fell. So we see here, there are many things that show that it was Brahman who went out that particular day when the last leaf fell and painted the leaf that looked exactly like that ivy leaf. And since he had been suffering from pneumonia, when he went out, he was badly affected in the stormy night, and he was not able to get rid of his disease. He succumbed to pneumonia. In other words, he died. Now Johnsy says, haven't you wondered why it doesn't flutter, why it doesn't move when the wind blows? It was just a paint which looked like exactly as the last leaf looked. It looked healthy and green. And this was Brahman's masterpiece which saved Johnsy's life. Thank you.